You're listening to the Health and Wellness Podcast, curated by Dr. Lori Marzell. Dr. Marzell is a primary care physician and a certified menopause practitioner that combines the wisdom of natural medicine with modern medicine to help maintain optimal health. She has a special focus in food allergies and bioidentical hormone replacement. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Dr. Marzell. Today I'd like to discuss, do women need testosterone? Now, as women go into menopause, it's generally well known and accepted that women need estrogen and progesterone to replace the hormones that they're not currently producing. What about testosterone? Women produce testosterone, or usually do, but their hormone levels may vary as they get into menopause. So why would this be of concern? We'd like to take a look today on what kind of benefits women can expect if they provide a little extra testosterone. What does that really do for your body? And what forms are best to take? Well, testosterone is produced in the ovaries and the adrenal glands. Estrogen can actually be produced from testosterone or its precursors in fat tissue, bone cells, cartilage cells, blood vessels, and the brain. Testosterone is vital for healthy musculoskeletal tissue, blood vessels, and brain function. It is also helpful for stimulating the remodeling of bone, which produces thicker and stronger bones. Testosterone receptors have been identified in the vaginal mucosa and muscular walls. A recent study found that when testosterone was applied intravaginally, normalization of damaged cells resulting from low hormone levels in menopause occurred. It was also found that the pain with intercourse experienced by many menopausal women decreased. Some researchers feel that vaginal atrophy, which means dry and damaged vaginal cells associated with hormone deficiency, cannot be corrected without the use of testosterone or its precursor, DHEA. Interestingly, now we have a researcher who did work with vaginal mucosal cells and testosterone and DHEA. And he found that if DHEA, which is an adrenal hormone, was provided for the vaginal cells, the cells themselves could take that and make whatever they need inside their cell. They could make estrogen out of it, or they could make testosterone. So I find this really interesting, particularly for cancer patients. If they have an estrogen-positive breast cancer, for instance, you really want to minimize estrogen, making darn sure that you get that cancer under the best control that you can have. So if you provide a DHEA suppository, vaginal suppository, what will happen is DHEA will not make an estrogen positive receptor cancer grow. It won't. But estrogen will. In this case, if you apply the DHEA, the vaginal cells will take that DHEA, make what they need, either estrogen or testosterone, within their cell. But they will not exude it or put it into the bloodstream or something to be transported elsewhere. It stays right within that cell. I think this is one of the best things that you can do for cancer patients to help protect them from estrogen levels increasing in their blood and putting them at an increased risk of breast cancer. So I find that very fascinating. Generally, estrogen applied vaginally is low dose and not much goes elsewhere. But when they first start it, yes, it can increase the blood levels just a little bit, but you really don't. Why use that when you have an option that will keep it within the cell? Let's get back to testosterone. And I'm sorry I kind of took a little detour here. One of the most interesting areas in using testosterone, it works not only in vaginal areas, but it works in your brain. Testosterone provides a protective effect on the brain against oxidative stress and damage from amyloid. Now, I bet some of you have heard about amyloid plaques forming in your brain that are associated with dementia and difficulty thinking, interfering with memory, and causing deterioration of the brain. Well, testosterone can help come to the rescue for people like that. Recent studies reveal beneficial effects for women with verbal learning and memory from testosterone use. I've noted in my patients positive mood benefits. I describe these as estrogen is a stimulant, pep up type of hormone. Testosterone seems to give women the courage to take on challenges and help with decision making. I have joked that on one visit to a local restaurant, several women were having lunch discussing, of course, men. The subject appeared to be what a man said to one of the women and what it really meant and what she should do about it. The conversation extended for 30 minutes. I wish to have a little testosterone dust to throw in the air to help the apparent need to make a decision about this situation. Last but not least is the very important role testosterone has in sexual response. This is one thing that is indisputable at this point. Everyone recognizes that if women are given a little bit of testosterone, it can help spark their libido up. A wise woman doctor pointed out that when men complain of erectile dysfunction, they are given hormones or Viagra or other things like that. But when women complain about decreased desire for sex or ability to achieve orgasm, they are given antidepressants, which can further cause a loss of interest in sex of up to 50%. Testosterone can restore sexual function as it did in the premenopausal days. Can we get too much testosterone? Well, the answer is, of course, yes. It can cause irritability, impatience, hair growth where we do not want it, but we may be doing a disservice to our patients if we ignored a hormone vital to their health. Keeping things in balance, as nature does, should be our goal. Let's not forget that testosterone is one of our natural hormones, and if patients are in menopause and their libido is flagging, their decision-making capacity is down, their energy is down, sometimes a little testosterone can be a very good friend. Thanks again for listening, and stay tuned for more interesting information.
Thank you so much for listening. If you learned something, don't forget to share with a friend. You can visit us at www.drmarzell.com. We create content for you. If there's a subject we have not discussed or a topic you want to dive deeper into, let us know how we can empower you. Questions can be submitted on our website under the podcast page. Until next time.